Alright guys, I'm going to make some molletes today, and here are the ingredients. You're going to need some bolillo bread. We're going to cut this in half. You're going to need some jalapeno, tomato, cilantro, and onion to make a pico de gallo. I also have, this is optional, longaniza. I got this at a Mexican market. I got some shredded Monterey Jack cheese to go on top. And also, I got my beans cooking in my crock pot. I put these in around 8:30 and it's 1:30 and they are done. I'm going to refry these beans and you guys can see what comes out of it. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start dicing this up very finely and I'm going to put it in a bowl. Alright guys, so I cut up about 5 tomatoes, 3 jalapenos, bunch of cilantro, and like about a fourth of onion. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run this knife through all of this, only because I just feel like it incorporates all the flavors and just get some of the juices going around to everything. So that's what I'm going to do. Because I only have one hand to work with while I record, it's kind of hard, but I just do it like so. Alright, so I added it to a bowl and I deveined all the jalapenos with the exception of one. So I left the seeds in one. I'm gonna season this with some salt and squeeze in about 1 lemon. Also guys, I decided to dice up my avocado and put it into my pico de gallo. So that's what I'm doing now. Alright guys, so this is done. I'm going to set it to the side. Alright guys, so now I'm going to refry my beans. I'm going to add some vegetable oil. Not that much. And I want to use a slotted spoon when I scoop out my beans, only because I don't want them to be soupy, or I want the consistency of them to be a little bit on the drier side. So here's what I'm going to use to scoop these out, and I'm going to put into my frying pan. So there will be some juice that, comes into the frying pan, and that's okay. If you guys were wondering what that red stuff was in my beans, it's just whole chili. It's a red whole chili. I just put it in there just to give it some flavor. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to smash my beans. Alright guys, so I smashed my beans up and now I'm just going to let them refry a tiny bit. Not so much though. I think I like them just like this. I'm going to turn these off and set them to the side. Cover them up. Now this is what I'm cooking. It's longaniza. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the casing and I'm going to cook it. If you don't want longaniza, by any means use bacon, use ham, whatever you want to top it with. You don't even have to top it if you don't want to. It can just strictly be beans on your molletes. Alright guys, so I'm going to start cooking the longaniza. I am going to add a little bit of water because I don't want to add oil. And here we go. Okay guys, here it's cooking. So I'm preheating my oven to 350 degrees. Now I got my bolillo over here and I sliced it in half. Alright guys, so I'm going to start assembling these, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread some beans across the bread. Alright guys, so on one I added longaniza and I'm going to sprinkle it with cheese. This one I'm just going to leave just with the beans. I'm going to pop these into the oven. Okay, here it's done. The cheese melted in the oven and I topped it off with my pico de gallo. And going to enjoy this. Thanks for watching, guys.